It's Deep Focus. I'm your host, Mitch Goldman. It's Monday, September 29th, 2025. Vernon Reid is in the studio with me. This is part 3 of 3 parts of our Deep Focus on James Blood Ulmer. If you didn't hear parts 1 and 2, definitely you want to go back and hear those before you hear this one. And you definitely want to check out Vernon's music. We talk a bit about his new album at the time of this release, Hoodoo Telemetry. Beautiful album. If you're enjoying this show, you should hear his music. He's best known for playing with the band Living Colour, but Vernon does a ton of film soundtracks and dance performances and collaborations, and he's got other bands. He's got so much going on. Check him out, Vert22, and you want to have some of his music in your collection and some of Blood's. And none of the music we're playing on this show, any of these 3 episodes of Deep Focus, are commercially released. But Blood's got lots of music out on a bunch of different labels, so it should be findable. And in particular, I'm going to pull on your sleeve a little bit about the Memphis Blood records that Vernon's produced for Blood, but all of Blood's stuff. I think this might be the underlying theme of this whole show. Everything he does, far-ranging as the textures might be, sonically speaking, Blood's always Blood. He's always great. So check that stuff out. Now, about this episode 3, we're going to get into it in a moment. We had some real technical challenges in that oh-so WKCR way. We managed to patch things together, but it's not always in the ideal fashion. And we've edited out most of there was a little bit of time that slipped away while we were getting things sorted. And Vernon, what can I say? We go back a long way, and he kind of takes great delight in zazzing me a little bit about that. So he's having a little fun at my expense, which I certainly do not mind. And I think really he was just trying to keep things moving for you, the audience, while we were trying to get things rolling. So if you hear some of that stuff, it's going to be out of context because we removed the objectionable or just plain dull little parts of the show, I hope. And so if you don't know why he's kind of cackling and giving me a hard time, that's all it was. But here's the show, all nicely wrapped together in a bow for you. It's Deep Focus, September 29th, 2025. Vernon Reid on the topic of James Blood Ulmer, part 3. That was April of 1988. So it's another date with Blood, and it's Bill Laswell on bass and Ronald Shannon Jackson again on the drums. And I know this one's right because I remember this.
Yeah, sure you do.
I do. Sure. You know what? I'll tell you. You know what I remember about this? I'll tell you. Here's a little story about this particular show. I didn't go. Ethan Singer went.
Okay.
And I remember
not that anyone in the audience knows
they
who Ethan
do
Singer
because
is.
Ethan was my partner on this show.
Oh,
so long-time
okay, my bad.
listeners might actually remember. But Ethan was also your sound man.
Yes, yeah, I remember Ethan. Yeah.
So Ethan, I remember, packed up Shannon's drums and everything, and he came back, and I remember unpacking Shannon's drums and finding a drumstick in with his snare drum, and the stick had like a groove worn like more than halfway through the stick.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm picturing Shannon's, hitting it on the downbeat.
On the rim, yeah.
And I said to myself,
chopping it up.
Yeah, these guys were playing some blues. So that's a little intro to this. So maybe I haven't even listened to this, but I'm telling you what
this is an exclusive.
Observed.
We're all going to find out.
That's right.
People.
And we're going to come back.
We're going to find out.
We're going to come back to Saalfelden. I'm going to make that happen.
What do people got to do with it?
That's Blood, Shannon, and Laswell. It's Deep Focus on WKCR.
shouting. People in the street, oh, blowing the land, oh, without a plan. Work the sea. I think the beat. People don't care. Talking to you. Let that blue. What you gonna do? Let that blue, girl. I'm alone. Well. Let that blue. Cried all night long and you were wrong. I love her trying to you said home. I wanna tell you that I'm not alone. I done tried to
Oh, yeah, man. We got it. We got this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Blood. So that was...
Enjoying yourself.
That was a little lagniappe for you. A little something extra.
Yeah.
So that was James Blood Ulmer, Bill Laswell on the bass, Ronald Shannon Jackson on the drums. This date in Zurich of 1988. I told that little tale about. But we had another game in mind. You want to go back to that other, which I got to tell you, it's really a great set. They're each completely different. I mean, right? That
you actually have the South.
I have something very similar from a band that you haven't heard of yet, but they're going to be big. They're going to be huge. I think you're going to love it. No, I've got it. I think I got it. And but right, that sounded like a completely different entity. Oh, yeah. And yet, Blood is still Blood, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. All right, let's see if we got this. You have no confidence in me.
I absolutely absolutely none.
It's very hurtful. Very hurtful.
I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. But
I'll show you. I'll show you like I did.
Prove
I
me
did
wrong.
In 38 when I invented the death ray. I showed them.
Wrong.
And I'll show you too, Senator.
Listen. Push the button.
Push
Enough talk.
The button.
Push the button.
The red candy-like button.
Break everything down for you. Cause there ain't no problem. Oh, no. Everything's gonna be alright. Look at everything's gonna be alright. Oh. Everything's gonna be alright tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. Yeah! On bass. This is your melody, Takuma on the bass. Let's have a look at your melody. Welcome to Blood. We are here to have a good time and to take this motherfucker out. We're gonna end this shit for you tonight. So there ain't no problem. Oh, no. Everything's gonna be alright today. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. the one and only Ronald Shannon Jackson on drum. Let's have for Ronald. Yeah! We're gonna take over tonight. We want everybody to get down and funk out. But there, baby, there ain't no problem. Oh, no, no. Yeah. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Oh, everything's gonna be alright. Yeah. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Oh, yeah, yeah. Everything's gonna be alright tonight. It's gonna be alright. What you got to say? It's to the your way up. Take your girl, yeah, about the hand. Try and make her understand. A little bit of love ain't too much. You got to help yourself. You got to do the carry on. Oh, no. Because I got to love that soul. Oh, the love in the world still won't be no cure. There ain't no medicine to make you not get some good. You don't have to be no doctor. You don't have to be. All you got to do is make my living right down the line. Here, boy. Let's get the fuck out of there. I love the girl, and the girl loves me. Let's get together and have a happy family. They say. She ran me, I ran my liver for free. Ain't that longer, it's you and me. I told her one day that I wanted to stay. Oh, Sylvia, what's you want to say? I love her, she loved me. I got her rolling over, I ain't trying to make you right, baby. Here, boy. Let's get the fuck out of there. I love the girl, and the girl loves me. Let's get together and have a happy family. They say. She ran me, I ran my liver for free. Ain't that longer, it's you and me. I told her on the saxophone, playing some rock. Did you know David can rock? David can rock. Last night late, second year, lock it up. Girl, you better be aware. As I look out at this big old crowd, I wonder if I could get down and dance for a while. Can you dance? Can you go? Do you know how to dance? 'Cause I can only show you how to dance. I let the girl see me. Oh, like a baby you see. I can only show you tonight. I said.
A very different James Blood Ulmer for you. In Saalfelden, 1990. Show's called Deep Focus. I'm your host, Mitch Goldman. That was also a live recording, if you're just joining us. Show's called Deep Focus. Our guest tonight, Vernon Reid, calling the tunes, or at least the name of the person we're focused on, James Blood Ulmer. And that was this, like what we were talking about. Like the same guy you're going to get. Even though he's doing the same thing, you're going to get a whole different picture.
Yeah, well, the thing about this ensemble is that it's different bass players. Jamaluddin Takuma, obviously it's Shannon, and it's David Murray. And Blood is definitely, from listening to it, he's definitely playing a solid body guitar. He's not playing his Birdland in this recording. And I do remember that for a time, Blood played a solid body Steinberger. The luthier Ned Steinberger, built these instruments, very compact. They were sort of headless guitars and basses. They've been made very famous by Tony Levin of King Crimson as well. Jamaluddin played, had a Steinberger bass. And I know Tony Levin from King Crimson most famously played a Steinberger bass. They're very sleek, very minimal in size, and they're the kind of instruments that wind up at the Museum of Modern Art type of thing.
Yeah, the whole thing was very spare,
very compact.
But the most striking thing was there were no tuning pegs that were visible.
The tuning machines were on the bottom of the body.
Yeah,
and you could. Listening to it, I could tell this is not Blood's burlesque. His entire approach is very different. The guitar is very compact, and Blood was able to move around in a different way on that instrument. And there's certainly a bit more sustain to the sound of the instrument. And so it's a very different experience hearing him play these kind of block chords and, in much more kind of a traditional pop format in a way, or rock format. But it's still incredibly satisfying because, Jamaldeen is a so all over the neck in a wonderful way. He really, fills out a lot of space, and in a way, David's even approach is slightly different, and Blood's approach is very different. He's much more linear. They're more identifiably blues type of trope things going on, but he's still doing, playing the guitar his own way. And it's and also it's just a pleasure to hear James Blood Ulmer's voice. Him singing and interacting with the audience and things like that. So that's happening at a different pitch than the earlier recordings. There are much more concessions towards the audience. Who are responding. They're very excited, and the fact that Blood is also doing these kind of very kind of blues narrative type of singing, so it works in a completely different way. So also, hearing Shannon, Shannon's pocket, his pocket is his. When people talk about the pocket, it's his approach to the rhythm, is very tight, closely related to what Jamaldeen's playing, and. No, it's a very different thing, but it's really very satisfying in a different way than the previous recordings are.
Yeah, well put, well put.
What else you got?
I got all kinds of stuff, some of which I can even play.
We had a few. This won't, some certain things won't be there in the podcast version of the show.
It'll be in the director's cut.
The misdirector's cut,
Should we go back there? You are the selector.
Yeah, man, this is cool. This is interesting to hear Jamaldeen in this context.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so show's called Deep Focus. I'm your host, Mitch Goldman. Vernon Reid is with us. New album, Hoodoo Telemetry, dropping on Thursday. This Thursday, October 3rd?
October 3rd, yeah.
And you will be playing Jimmy Kimmel's show that night.
Yeah. Kimmel is the second. So
okay. Sorry.
So the album's gonna come out every wide release on Friday the 3rd. Yeah, and Jimmy Kimmel is going to be the second, and I mentioned I'm gonna sit in on a tune with Alex Skolnick at the Cutting Room tomorrow night.
And where will people find Hoodoo Telemetry? What's the best way to get that?
You can get it on Spotify, you can get it on iTunes, all the streaming places, all the robber baron streaming places. And
there's a couple of teaser tracks out now, right?
There are a couple, The Haunting is out, and Beautiful Bastard is out, and I believe In Effigy is going to be the next focus track. I'm going to really give it to Mascot, because they, we weren't really, when I made Circuit, I wasn't thinking about singles, and then they started issuing these emphasis tracks, and I really appreciate it. So, so that's what's happening, and, we'll see what else we're going to do on this album.
All right. We are going back to Saalfelden, that little village in the Austrian Alps, 1990. James Blood Ulmer.
Sonny Boy Williams said, Little Village.
That's right. I got to tell you that Albert King story still. But once again, Jamaldeen Tecumseh on the bass, David Murray on all these sets on tenor saxophone, Ronald Shannon Jackson playing the drums, getting a chance to hear him play that pocket that you always knew it was there.
It is there.
But you didn't
it was implied.
But here it is, manifest. And this is a gorgeous departure, getting to hear James Blood playing this. So, all right, here we go. Deep Focus on WKCR. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
While we're young.
Trouble in the world today. Won't you say, I don't know, but the love breaks away. Don't care how you try, things seem so right. You just got to watch yourself, 'cause girl, you make me uptight. Looking for freedom, and it's right in front of your eyes. Don't call me Chico, 'cause you're just telling a lie. I don't have time for you, oh, you sure don't have to have time for me. I will get along with my family. Tell them. I like to see them little kids doing this shit, you know, they're doing this shit. It's alright, we should all have some fun. You can get right up off your ass and you can, you know what I mean. You don't have to sit there all still. All the boys can let their girls know what they want to do when they get home, you know. You don't know how, girl. You got your name. Come on, girl.
Yeah. Getting a very different side of James Blood Ulmer. It's live recording.
Yeah, man. This is kind of like while he was doing these records like Black Rock and, you know, freelancing and these where he was really focusing on his vocalizing. And, you know, this is a great band. I mean, it's like it's very different than the, you know, Jazz at the Public version.
Yeah, we started out with this very, I can't
very avant-garde, very compositional, very, very edgy. And it's still edgy, but it's more accessible because he's singing, and it's it's a very different side of James Blood Ulmer, but he was also one of the most authentic vocalists. He's authentic in his guitar playing, which is very weirdly has an interesting kind of connection as well as divergence from conventional blues and jazz bass guitar playing. But then, as a vocalist, he was completely authentic as a guitar player, forging his own path. And he's completely authentic as a vocalist, in this great time-honored blues and rock tradition, and you could just hear it, how he's connecting to the crowd and, as well as the gospel tradition, which is really how he started out. So, you're hearing, we really heard a full dimension. And there's many other sides to Blood, but...
we would have to do
we have
a
to
week.
Seriously,
Yeah.
But in just these concerts, from Mers, Germany to Saalfelden, Austria, you just hear you get a context, or you get a perspective on at least a few of the dimensions of James Blood Ulmer. He's one of the great, truly great American originals.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a joy to know, and I'm been very fortunate in having one of my mentors trust me to produce kind of idiomatic blues records with him. But he's a part of my personal origin story, and also that of many other guitarists. Like I mentioned off Mike about Thurston Moore, and Lee Ronaldo,
Mm-hmm.
and just saying what they do in Sonic Youth. I mean, there's a lot that they owe to James Blood Ulmer, and and many other players besides. So. Thank you for having me on
Oh, man. Thank you for coming through.
to really spend a little time with one of the genius musicians of this music.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that you?
Nope.
Oh, I don't know where that's coming from. But regardless, you know what? We got do have to wrap it up, much as I hate to say that. I will go out with a little last few moments of music. How's that sound? The show's called Deep Focus. I'm your host, Mitch Goldman. This is WKCR FM New York, WKCR HD. We are 89.9 FM here in New York City. We are WKCR.org all over the world. And you can hear this show on the podcast, Deep Focus Podcast, anytime you want. We have 419 episodes up, including many with our guest tonight, Vernon Reid. There's a little search engine. You can go and find some of other shows we've done of him. This is actually the first show we've done about James Blood Ulmer, which is a little bit of a surprise. Yeah,
That is insane.
Right? No one's ever called for that.
Wow.
It's so long overdue. I think we might have to do part 2 of this.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah.
I think we do.
Vernon Reid, thank you so much for coming through.
Mitch Goldman, thanks for having me.
Any old time, man. All right, we're going to go out with our last few glimmers.
Okay.
I'm going to give it like
What you got going on? Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Crank it up. You got to pedal a little faster or this thing's never going to work. All right, here we go. Oh, my goodness.
me. Oh, got to look up and watch yourself. Jazz is the teacher, funk is the preacher. Tell her for me, oh. One without the other, you just got the blues, you see, oh. Jazz is the teacher, funk is the preacher. Tell her for me, oh, that Lord, I ain't got time to wait. Jazz is the teacher, oh. Folk is the preacher. Tell them for me, oh, what's that? One without the other, oh, oh. You just got the blues, you see, where the hell? I can't stop telling you right now. To get with your left on, you got to stay with your left on, yeah, and keep on getting that work. Check out your love on, but it's all right there. Girl, you know it's so bad, you know that. One without the other, you just got the blues, you see, oh. Everybody, baby, put your hold on, baby. The preacher tell her for me, yeah, 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 yeah. Jazz is the teacher, oh. Funk is the preacher, tell her for me, oh, yeah. 'Cause it's all right, we're gonna get down the way. One without the other, yeah. Just got the blues, and you see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We hope you are having fun. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna bring up front Mr. Jamaluddin Takuma, and we're gonna get down with some. He gonna put the bass right in your face. That's all I know. The bass in your face, Jamaluddin Takuma.
You can't touch this. Yo, 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 yo. You can't touch this. All right, I just like to say that it's nice being here in South Felton. Like real cool, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Jamaludin Takuma on the bass.